Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the ManscapePodcast. Before we get into this episode, I need everyone to go to www.texashotsaucecompany.com and order themselves a bottle of this amazing hot sauce. And before we get into today's guest, we have a very special guest that's in the building with us tonight. I need everyone to welcome one of my best friends and my close brothers, Matt from RedCedarOverland.
Hello.
Welcome, my brother.
What's going on?
Welcome to the Manscape Podcast. Thanks for coming to hang out tonight.
No problem, man. What's up?
So, where are you from, my guy?
I am from the Ozarks, the Missouri side of the Ozarks, but yeah.
What is the Ozarks?
It is the plateau in the middle of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're about to find out when you come down to the Ozark, come down to Missouri.
I was going to say, what state is the Ozarks located in?
It spans two different states, spans Arkansas and Missouri.
All right, on. What is RedCedarOverland?
It is a thing I came up with to show my travels and my adventures and share them with everyone. I film my travels and stuff like that.
All right, on. So, what is overlanding?
It is vehicle-based adventure travel. You can either four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Some people do it on dual-purpose motorcycles, like BMWs, Harleys, Pan Americas, and stuff like that.
Oh, so you can overland with any vehicle?
You can. It just depends on how extreme of terrain you want to tackle. Depending on the vehicle you'd want to use for that.
So, is overlanding considered like any kind of terrain?
I mean, you can be on a smooth, graded forest road, or you can be tackling a trail that you're going to need lockers and sway bar disconnects on, and massive amounts of ground clearance.
So, what's the difference between overlanding and off-roading?
In a nutshell, they're one and the same. It's that overlanding, you're going to have a lot more camping influence, camping gear. Most of your overlanders are off-roaders, but we just do it with a lot more extra crap.
What do you drive? What do you drive?
I currently run a 1999 Grand Cherokee.
What all have you done with your Jeep? Like, what have you changed out on it?
Do you want the long list or the short list?
Let's go deep dive this show. Give
All
me
right,
everything.
so it is on a 4-inch long arm suspension. I shouldn't have went with the brand I went with, but I was talked into getting it. I am not happy with it, so it will be getting swapped out for a Trail Forge suspension.
Mm-hmm.
But it is currently on a rough country long arm.
Right on.
It's got detail fab front rear bumpers on it. Got a platform style roof rack, inspired overland carbon fiber tent. The back end's built out. Got a fridge, power stick, built-in power on the back. See what else. Got built-in comms, all that stuff on it.
Is she heavy?
She tips the scales without me in it at work on their scales of about 5,500 pounds.
What is she like on gas? Is she good? Is she a pig?
We get miles per gallon. We don't get miles per gallon. What
do you say? You get miles per gallon?
Yeah, we get miles per gallon, not miles per gallon. It gets combined about 13 and a half.
Right on. Is the Jeep finished? Like, are you done, or are you? Is
No,
this still a work in project?
there's a lot of things that are getting ready to be done to it. It's getting ready to do an axle swap, do a
Mm-hmm.
JK Rubicon Dana 44 axle swap on it, because they come factory with lockers, and we're going to do that. I'm going to overbuild them. I'm gonna build them to where, take the weak links out of those axles that are already there.
Yeah.
Um, because they're, in a nutshell, they're better than what I have by far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'd be going from a Dana 30 and 35 to a Dana 44 front and rear, and not only are you going to a bigger ring gear and ring and pinion setup, but you are going to a high pinion 44 versus a low pinion 30 on the front, and then anything's better than a Dana 35.
Um, I don't know if you'll want to answer this question. Can you tell the people approximately how much you put into the Jeep?
I prefer not to disclose how much money is actually went into said vehicle.
For new people wanting to get into overlanding, is it a cheap project to get into?
You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go rooftop tent. You don't have to go, have all the gear. Go to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Get your basic camping gear. Personally, I prefer 4-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive, and a
Yeah.
good set of. And if you're depending on terrain and climate and environment you're going to be in, I would suggest a good set of mud tires or an aggressive set of all terrains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sole believer in the Patagonia MTO2s. I've never
Yeah.
had an issue with them. I've actually, the last set I put about 45,000 miles on. The only reason I got new tires was because I was chasing a suspension issue and it chewed up my tires.
Yeah.
Once I found the issue with the suspension and fixed that, I went and got new tires. And if I wouldn't have had to do that, I'd have probably got about 55,000 miles out of them, 60 tops.
You said you prefer 4-wheel over all-wheel. What's the difference?
Never we're going to make some Subaru guys mad.
Let's go.
Your most all-wheel drive car vehicles do not have a selectable low range.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say low range, like I've got 4 high or 2-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low.
Okay.
My low range is 272 to 1. I mean, that's all right. I'd prefer, that's why I'm always, it's an all right transfer case, but most all-wheel drive cars, it's all-wheel drive. The Subaru does make a better all-wheel drive system if you're just going to use it for overlanding,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I just don't see it being, as robust as like a solid axle vehicle, or even, being as good as like a Toyota 4Runner or Tacoma, which is IFS and solid axle rear,
Mm-hmm.
or Tundra. I like Toyotas too, so don't hate me, Toyota people. Um, so, but all-wheel drive, it is not. It is by definition not the same, and that's why, like,
Mm-hmm.
here, was it last year? Was the year before? A guy went out and in a Subaru Crosstrek went down a trail, and he got a ticket in the mail by the National Forestry Service because they have cameras at the beginning of their trailheads.
Oh, wow.
And the trail was labeled a high clearance 4-wheel drive trail only. He didn't get stuck from the story I heard. He didn't get stuck, but he completed it. But he got a ticket in the mail and he got mad. He said, "Is it gatekeeping?" No, the reason they do that is because there's certain trails that you're at. If someone who goes out there thinks, oh, well, I got all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, the same thing. Then they're going to go out there and realize your pilot is not going to crawl that rock, and now you're high-centered, and then now they're going to have a specialized company come out and recover said vehicle, or these people will take and make their own bypass and damage the ground around the trail, which that's breaking the whole leave no trace and stay on the trail. So all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive are not the same.
If you were to trade in the Jeep, what would you want to get?
This is a two-part. This is good. There's two answers to this.
Okay.
I would either go with a V8 swapped Gladiator, or I'd go with a new Tacoma.
Right on. Are you going to get yourself a little daily driver so you're not in the Jeep all the time?
I've been looking at little older Toyota pickups. I want something that I can throw parts and stuff in the back if I need to take something to go get powder coated or take a motor to go get worked on or something. You know.
You mentioned traveling and trips and stuff like that. Where all have you been to?
I just started getting it. Just started the channel, but I worked so much. I've pretty much stayed right here in the Ozarks.
Okay.
I'm planning on venturing out and going out west. Like, I want to go out to Colorado and then go from Colorado to Wyoming, Montana. Just go out west and actually do some real long distance trips.
I heard Canada's possibly in the plans at some point.
Possibly BC and Alberta.
Let's go. We'll have to link up and do something if you come across the border.
I want to do the Whipsaw Trail, and I think that's in Alberta.
And I know you're kind of a food guy as well.
Dude.
With all this traveling and stuff, have you found any good food spots?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. The hole in the wall barbecue, hole in the wall burger joints, those are like some of your best. Trying to think of a good one. I really can't think of a good one off the top of my head right now. But there is a good one down in Oark, Arkansas. It's called the Oark Cafe, and it's a really good one.
Is Red Cedar Overland going to come out with merch?
I just sold out of patches, but the next run, I'm going to have a next run of patches is also going to have of shirts made as well. So yes, there will be Red Cedar merch.
Are you going to do stickers?
I am going to do stickers because I just found out there's a lot of places in the travel where I go that they have boards that are plaques set up where people just put stickers on them. I'm like, dude, I could do that. So and stickers are cheaper than patches. So
yes, they are. They very much are. You can get stickers. Like, you can get a whole bunch of stickers compared to one patch. When you're not traveling and making content, what does your life look like?
Dude, I'm just your average blue collar 9 to 5 dude. I work in agriculture at the farmers co-op. So when I say I work a lot, I mean from possibly June to November, I'm busy with work. That's when all your harvests hit. I mean, you go through wheat, corn, and bean harvest. And Stephen, my days can go all the way up to like 11 o'clock at night during that time of year.
I've seen you come home very late at night some nights after working long days.
Right.
What got you into doing social media, doing content and stuff like that, being a content creator?
Dude, I've always liked doing taking photos and doing videos and editing. It's like I just enjoy doing that. And I used to do motorcycle content, and it did really well. I'll tell you what, it's harder to get into the overlanding stuff
Mhm.
because it's harder to get people who really want to. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to motorcycle stuff, there's a lot of nosy people just want to be nosy into that world.
Yep.
And that's where we're gonna leave it at.
Okay.
So,
Who or what inspires you?
who or what inspires me? Myself.
Yeah. Like, what
No,
makes
on a
you want to
serious
keep
note.
doing this and going forward?
On a serious note, there's a handful of overlanding influencers that I have personally met
Mhm.
that are just solid people, and I can't name just one, but there's a handful of them that are just inspired me to take my passion for photography and videography and make that content and share my travels. Like my whole
Um,
goal is like I'm still trying to learn how to fly this drone before I actually start making content with it. But once I do that, I'm gonna start doing more cinematic stuff with trying to capture the different views and stuff.
um, where can people find and follow Red Cedar Overland?
Right now, it's only primarily on TikTok and Instagram. I have not released anything on YouTube. That's in the works. I'm working on something for that I did at the Moore Expo, and right now I'm working on a project showing things off here in Missouri that people can go see.
What can we expect to see in the future from Red Cedar Overland?
There's going to be more uh, cinematic content. It's going to be more about the trips, more about different places, and about the adventure.
Do you have anything big planned?
The big plan is next year. Going to go through Colorado, go through the San Juans. Not to be cliche, but go through the San Juans, and then I'm gonna do that right before EJS, and then I'm gonna try to do that the week before EJS, and then go do the Rimrocker Trail from Montrose, Colorado to Moab, Utah, and film content for at EJS.
Um, Before we close with our final couple of questions, is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Or anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, not that I can think of.
I don't know if you ever watched Jerry Springer, but what is Matt's final thought for tonight?
This has been a hell of a weekend. I've been filming all weekend, dude. Like that's what it's. Uh, so my thoughts right now are like I'm ready for bed. I'm ready to lay down.
Well,
So
we know you work early in the morning, so we'll get out of here and we'll let you go. But thank you so much for coming and spending some time and kicking it with us and giving some of us your time and energy and telling us a little bit about what you do. So
all right.
thank
Catch
you
you
so
later,
much,
man.
Matt, for coming and spending time. We'll see you again soon.
All right, man.